The Chinese government is still shaping the message inside our kids' classrooms, and nobody knows. The Confucius Institute may have been shut down, or they never left. This CCP program may not have disappeared as quietly as we thought. Welcome to China Decoded. I'm Eric Chen, senior news anchor, editor-in-chief of Global News and Newsweek, and a mentor to an international policy think tank. Let's get it started. China's Confucius Institutes and their lesser-known cousins, Confucius classrooms, once a cornerstone of Chinese culture outreach in the US. These programs are vanishing from college campuses, or are they? Let's explore how they are evolving, the concerns they raise, and what it means for American education. Let's start it with the numbers, and their change so sharp it's hard to ignore. In 2019, over 100 Confucius Institutes were operating on American campuses, offering Chinese language and cultural classes. Fast forward to 2025 and only a handful remain, fewer than 5. Why? Rising tensions between the US and China, and the fears of propaganda and espionage. Congress cracked down. A 2018 defense bill cut federal funding to schools hosting these institutes, forcing many to shut their doors. According to a 2023 Government Accountability Office report, 111 out of 118 institutes have closed or are closing. That's a seismic shift. But what if closing them down didn't actually stop them? Here's the twist. These institutes are not gone for good. A 2022 report from the National Association of Scholars found that at least 28 closed institutes have been replaced by similar programs under new names, and 58 still maintain close ties with their original Chinese partners. Many of these rebranded efforts are still operating under the guidance of the CCP's United Frontwork Department. And that raises a big question. What's the real purpose here? So, if they've left the universities, where did they go? Let's shift gears to K-12 schools. Because Confucius classrooms are making waves, these programs, funded by the Chinese government, are now operating in 143 school districts across the US, impacting over 170,000 students, with at least 17 million in funding. A 2024 CBN News report highlights a major concern. These classrooms often lack oversight. Critics warn they could be pushing Beijing's narrative on sensitive issues like Taiwan or human rights. For example, teachers are reportedly instructed to avoid topics like the Tiananmen Square protests or the Uyghur crisis. It's not just about what's being taught, it's about what's being left out. The controversy doesn't stop here. Former Confucius Institute teachers like Sonia Zhao, who taught at McMaster University, have revealed troubling contract clauses. She says teachers were barred from discussing topics like Falun Gong or even participating in related activities. So, what is Falun Gong? It's a spiritual practice based on truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. The persecution of Falun Gong began in 1999, a brutal campaign launched by the Chinese Communist Party. Courses materials at Confucius Institutes were designed to paint a rosy picture of China while sidelining human rights abuses. And here's the chilling detail. Some Confucius classrooms are located near 20 US military bases. That's raising fears of data collections on students and even families. So, why does this matter now more than ever? Critics, including national security experts who've testified before Congress, say these programs pose a security risk. China's national security laws could compel Chinese staff abroad to to monitor students, especially Chinese nationals studying in America. But some educators argue these programs fill a gap, providing affordable Chinese language instruction at a time when global cultural exchange is more important than ever. Still, with Congress passing legislation like H.R. 881 in May 2025 to further restrict funding, the pressure is on. So, what is this? Cultural exchange or calculated influence? Here's the big question. Are Confucius Institutes and Confucius classrooms just harmless soft power? Or are they a Trojan horse for Chinese political influence? The truth likely lies somewhere in the middle. Yes, the need for language education is real, but the lack of transparency and the potential for censorship can't be ignored. And as China rebrands these programs and shift focus to K-12 schools, it's clear this story is far from over. The debate is open, and it's one worth having. What do you think? Should schools prioritize cultural exchange, or is the risk too high? Comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the issues that matter. Until next time, stay curious and stay informed. This is China Decoded with Eric Chen. See you in the next one.